What's up, everybody? I'm back at y'all with another video now. But this one, I am reviewing Damage. Now, I hadn't seen this movie in a while, but I remember every beat by beat, action by action. I remember everything about this film. I'm probably gonna watch it right after this review because I love this film so much. I haven't seen it in a while. But this film has intense action. If you love intense action movies, if you love Bloodsport, Kickboxer, all them classic, fighting movies, you gonna like, or martial art movies, you're gonna like this movie. This movie, Stone Cold Steve Austin don't use martial arts. He's used his own fucking style. He just used fucking bow, beat the shit out of somebody. And I'm talking about when he hits in this film, you can feel the power behind his fucking punches, beating the shit out of people. And this film is great. Like, this film is straight up classic. It has a great story in it too. It's about like he gets out of jail and stuff. He ends up getting a job, and um I think from what I can remember, I think this little girl has cancer or something, and this little girl's mom wants Steve Austin to help pay for, because the little girl's mom helped him get out of jail or something, so she wants something in return, basically, because her daughter's in, like, that's the reason she got him out of jail, because her daughter needs money for his surgery and stuff or something like that, and like, because she had cancer in this film, and it was emotional and shit, and then Steve Austin ends up going in this freaking underdog cage fights and shit, beating the shit out of people, like, bah, bah, bah. This has some of the greatest fight scenes I've ever seen in any movie, period. Watch the freaking end of this movie. That's all I gotta say. Watch this whole freaking movie. It's amazing. Epic. Fucking epic. If you love fighting movies, you're gonna love this fucking movie. I'm not even joking. This movie is intense. Intense as a motherfucker. You love fighting movies? You love fighting movies? Watch this film. And I don't hear people talking about this film too much. I don't hear people talk about this film too much. This is one of my favorite fighting movies of all time. Like, I got a lot of favorites, and this is one of them. This is up there. This is up there. I highly recommend it. This movie is a 10 out of 10 film. I highly recommend it. One of the best fighting movies of all time. I highly recommend this film. I highly recommend it because, like, if you haven't seen the film, what are you doing, You don't like action movies? If you love action movies, you're going to love this film. That's all I got to say. If you love fighting movies, you're going to love this film because it's intense and it will hype you up. It will pump you up to where you start punching the fucking air and shit. Literally, this film is one of the films that hype your ass up. And this has a lot of great fighting scenes, brutal fighting scenes. I'm talking, you see blood and everything. When he fucking hits, boom! You feel like you see blood come out of people's mouth. You see blood coming out of their faces and shit. Like it's crazy. Brutal fighting scenes in this film. This film was a 10 out of 10 movie. I highly recommend it. Those y'all that hadn't seen it, this is one of them films I highly recommend. It's a 10 out of 10 movie, and I could talk about this movie all day. It's just an amazing film. Um, it's one of those fighting movies that you could rewatch over and over and over again. It feels like a classic fighting movie. It really does. If you love them freaking people whooping ass, like see people whooping ass, you're gonna love this film. I'm not even joking. You're gonna freaking love this film. Here's what the DVD looks like and shit. See how bloody his freaking hands look and shit. Bloody ass fight scenes in this film. One of Steve Austin's best films that he's ever done. And I don't even know if another movie can top this movie. If he makes another movie, I don't know if it could top this one, because I've seen quite a few of his movies, but this one, nothing could top this one. Nothing could compare how good this movie is. And I would love to see a sequel to this movie. I really would love to see a sequel to this movie. And another good movie that he's done is the first Expendables. He played the villain in the first Expendables movie. He played a pretty good villain in that movie too. But Damage is one of his best movies that he's ever done. Best movie he's ever done is Damage. I highly recommend this movie, y'all. I highly, highly recommend this movie. To any of y'all that hasn't seen Damage, this movie is amazing. everything about it was amazing. You feel the freaking powerful punches behind those damn punches. You feel those punches. And it's intense. Like, it hypes you up. The music's great in the film. I just freaking love this film. I think this film went straight to DVD or something at that time when it first came out. But the point is, this film could have been in theaters and it would have been just fine in theaters. Because this movie, Damage, I would love to see this movie in theaters. This movie would look so cool in theaters. If you watch this movie in theaters, this would look so cool in theaters. And stuff. There's this movie called Lady Blood Fight, which is, of course, it don't have Steve Austin in it, but this movie called Lady Blood Fight, I might get that at review sometime. But yeah, but this movie, I highly recommend. Highly recommend this film. Highly recommend it. I just love the hell out of this freaking movie. Love the fuck out of this movie. This movie is hard R. Boom, 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 boom. That's why I give this movie. Freaking epic. One of the epic fight movies you would probably ever see in a lifetime. Literally, like you love intense freaking action in this film, intense fight scenes. This is one of the films that if you watch this in theaters, the people in the theaters probably going to cheer at times in this freaking movie. Literally, like, people would cheer during the shit that happens in this movie. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. See freaking blood on the Damage right there? They meant that shit. This movie is bloody violence. Bloody fighting violence. And I highly recommend it. I know I said that a lot in this video, but I highly recommend Damage. Those y'all that haven't seen it, this is the movie that y'all will love. If y'all love action, if y'all love fighting movies in general, you're gonna love this film. Literally, you're gonna love this film. So yeah, Damage is a straight up 10 out of 10 for me. There's nothing more I could say. It's 10 out of 10 movie for me. So yeah, that gives it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, please subscribe and share, and also hit the bell so you know when new videos uploaded. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm out. Peace.